Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I have a haul update, drugstore haul. I was going to say that, and then I thought, no, it's not drugstore, and then I'm like, yes, it is. A drugstore haul update. I've never done a haul update video, and so many of you guys are like, hey, Jessica, how about you kind of come through for us and actually tell us how you like these things after you've tried it for a while. I'm like, that's a great idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So this was a big haul. I will link the haul. It was about a month ago, and I actually did a get ready with me with these products. But pretty much all of them I'd never tried before. There were a couple I had tried that week before I filmed the Get Ready With Me. But now I really know how I feel about them, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to have to go like mock speed because this was a long one. All right, so I had a couple of primers that I bought. Where's the other one? The NYX Hydra Touch I used today. I love this. If you have dry skin, I have just fallen in love with it. And it's very similar to... like the e.l.f. hydrating one is pretty good, but I think the NYX one is even better. Okay, here's what it reminds me of. The Smashbox hydrating one. This is probably about half the price, if not more than half. And it's the exact same thing. I cannot stress that enough. I'm working on a dupes video and this is going to be in it. The NYX one is, I think, even better. It's amazing. So definitely recommend this. The NYX Angel Veil, it's a cult classic for a reason. As I tried it, it reminds me of my Hourglass one. It really kind of smooths the skin. It fills in every pore you have. Feels like a baby's bottom, and it's got that kind of silicone feel. Kind of freaks me out a little bit, but it's good because foundation just soaks right into it and stays. Now, if you have dry skin, I still think this looks okay, but I love this NYX one. I think if I were comparing these two NYX ones, I like this one more. Again, that's more to do with my skin type than anything, but they're both really, really good. This one's a little bit more mattifying. Obviously, this one's hydrating. Okay, the next one I got, I just don't like. It's that NYX Honey Do Me Up. It's a very goopy, thick, kind of serum-y primer. It says it's a natural antiseptic. It's supposed to have smoother skin because there's collagen. And I was torn because I'm like, I don't like this as a primer, but I also don't want to put it on like a skincare. I just don't like it. So there's no place for this, I feel like, in my collection because I don't want to use it as skincare because my skin didn't like it and it doesn't look great under foundation, so I would say avoid. It's kind of one of those days that I let my hair air dry and it looks like crazy, so I was like, I'll just put it up, and now I feel like it still somehow looks crazy. The next product I bought was, for this haul, was the No. 7 Stay Perfect. If you've been watching my channel for the past month, I can't stop talking about this. It's my favorite foundation like ever. This and the e.l.f. Flawless Finish are like neck and neck. Now, they were nice enough, so I had bought the shade Calico and I bought another shade, and neither one of them was right for me. So they ended up seeing, I guess, one of my videos, and they sent me 3 more shades to try. Okay, let me tell you why I love it before I show you all these shades. So, well, the packaging's great. It's got a pump. It's, what is it, like $15, which is higher than some drugstore foundations, but frankly, a lot of the drugstore foundations cost that much, and this is leaps and bounds above it, better than anything high-end I've tried. Bobbi Brown, NARS, Dior, like the best. Now, I do think this might be a dupe for the Lancome, I said that weird, the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. I swear these are dupes. I'm working out to see, like, are they really dupes, like side by side, but I am pretty darn sure you can save your money because this stuff is ridiculous. So it covers, it says it has medium coverage. I build it up, it looks like full coverage. Every time I've worn this on my face, I'll look in the mirror at the end of the workday and think, how does my face still look that good? Like, I just can't believe it. So I have the shade, Calico is the lightest shade, I think. And then I bought Warm Ivory because I am Warm Ivory in another range of theirs, their Lift and Illuminate, which I also love. But I've been mixing them because neither one were right, but they also sent me Cool Vanilla, Cool Ivory, and Cool Honey. I think Cool Honey was already too dark for me. I'm kind of torn between these two, so I'll have to let you know, but I just got this in the mail the other day from them, and I was like, seriously, that is so sweet, and I love this so much. Very excited. The other one I bought for this haul was the No. 7 Airbrush Away. I know that, like, Tati loves this. I was just watching an old favorites of hers from like a month or 2 ago. It's a very liquidy foundation. It has amazing coverage. It reminds me of my Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. This stuff is the best. Not super high coverage, but just really good at I'm wearing it today. It makes your skin just look so healthy. This reminds me of that. I think this has more coverage than that one does, and I like it for that reason. I actually will apply this with a beauty sponge only because when I do it with the brush, I feel like it's just rushing back and forth and it's not actually blending in. The downside of using a beauty sponge is it soaks a lot of the product up naturally because it is a thinner formula. So it's kind of a, you know, yes, it's wasteful, but I do think it looks better on my skin, but it just depends. But I do like it. I think for me, out of these two, I like the Stay Perfect better, but they're both really good. One product I just didn't like was the Physicians Formula Lash Contortionist Mascara. I've let it dry a little bit out and it looks a little bit better, but I just don't like the brush. You end up getting too much product in some areas and not enough in others because of the way it's kind of twirled on there. And so for that reason, I think it's not like the worst mascara in the world. It's not. It's okay. And I tried it in that video and it was all right, but it's just not my favorite. There are others for cheaper, like I like the CoverGirl Supersizer is really good. The L'Oreal Voluminous is really good. That I was like, it's one that I would never repurchase. Okay, so I've had a couple of favorites pop out from this drugstore haul, like lifetime favorites. This is the number 7 bronzer. Why did I say that twice? Bronzer in Golden Sand. This is the most perfect shade for my skin. Now, formula-wise, do I think this is like the most groundbreaking formula? No, it's just a powder bronzer. But there's something about this shade, if you're around my tone, that you will love. Now, they do have a darker shade. They'd sent this in my last PR haul. This one's in Caramel. So when you compare the two, Caramel's a lot darker. But they're just really nice. The packaging's really nice. And I feel like finding decent bronzers in the drugstore, you can find some, like Wet n Wild has some okay ones. And but I feel like out of the other brands, there's not like a huge selection of great bronzers. So these really stood out to me as just really good products. So I was very excited to discover this, and I've used it like every day. I used it today. Another favorite that's jumped out is this Pixi and Aspen Ovard Glowy Powder in London Luster. They have another one now that I want to try that's a different shade, but this one is this gorgeous, ridiculous highlight. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is so... It's so pretty on the skin. It's so crazy, and yet when you blend it into that area, it just looks so amazing. So this is one of those things that if I ran out or I lost it, I would absolutely go buy again. I also repurchased the NYX HD concealer in that haul, and it's just okay. I don't think it's bad, but there's nothing that's really stand out about it. It you know, has decent coverage. It blends well with a beauty blender or brush. It's good. It's not one that I'm dying to use all the time. I don't see it and think, ooh, I want to use that. But it's still good. So if you're looking for one and maybe NYX is buy one, give one half off or whatever, it's a good concealer. It's just a standard, decent concealer. Does that make sense? It's kind of meh, I guess is what I'm saying. Didn't blow me out of the water, but it wasn't bad. Another favorite, the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner. I've used this almost all the way up. I need to sharpen it. It's the creamiest, blackest eyeliner you will ever use. Absolutely waterproof. You have to sharpen it like every other use though, because it's so creamy that a lot goes on. So I'm flying through this, but I loved the packaging. It reminds me of the Urban Decay one, and highly recommend if I run out and I work through a lot of my other eyeliner that I need to use up. This will be one of the first ones I would repurchase. It's so good. I'll put this in the waterline and it looks really good as well and stays put. Another favorite. There were like so many favorites in this video, it's crazy, but I'm getting to some more that I really just ended up not liking. These are the Infallible Paints, or this is, from L'Oreal, and this is in the shade Nude Star. I also like the one Spicy Blush, I think is it's called. But I think this one, I love this one too. They're both really similar. This one has more of a pinky tone, and it's just beautiful. The doe foot has kind of like that chair, so it has the product in there. It's the most comfortable colored lip gloss you could possibly try. It is so amazing. I have a couple shades. It's amazing. It totally blew like other drugstore lip glosses. I think I like this one even better than the Rimmel Stay Glossy ones, or now what are they called? The Oh My Gloss. I love those, but these have a little bit more pigment because they are like colored, but these are even more comfortable. I love these, so highly recommend if you see a shade you like. These are so comfortable, so beautiful. I also got two of the Physicians Formula Butter Blushes. I like these. However, I got the shade Plum Rose and I got the shade Natural Glow. They just don't pack a huge punch. So if you're wanting a blush to really pack a punch, the other two shades they came out with, I actually since bought one of them. they have way more pigmentation. But these first two, Natural Glow and Plum Rose, really don't have a huge punch. I don't mind that. Like Plum Rose I've been using a lot because for me and my light skin, I think it looks really nice for work. But it's not like ba-bam. So if that's what you're looking for, avoid these two shades, get the other two shades. But formula-wise, they're still really buttery. They smell like coconuts. The packaging is really cute. Kind of depends on what you're looking for. One product that I didn't end up loving was the NYX Epic Black Mousse Liner. It was okay. It wasn't as creamy as I needed it to be. I love my L'Oreal Infallible gel liner. It's so good. I'm wearing it today. I wear it literally every single day. And this just did not match up with that. I think this might be a little bit cheaper, maybe, but it was not, like this is one that I'll probably declutter. I never reach for. But the Essence Gel Eyeliner in Midnight in Paris is really good, but this one, I swear, is dried out. Like, I feel like it could just fall out of here. Yeah, it could. So I must have gotten an old one because I've tried this before and it was really good. So I don't know that there's any way you could know, before you buy it without opening them. But this one I'm honestly probably going to throw away. It's so dried out already, which really stinks. But it typically is really good. So if you're looking for a cheap one, go for the Essence one. One product that was okay was the Essence Super Fine Liner. It's a really thin felt tip. I love felt tip. It's pretty black. It is really long, so I have to be careful with it, and I'm still getting used to it, but it's really black and it does stay on all day. So I was impressed with the formula. I've just got to get used to the really long felt tip eyeliner part of it. Wow, and it already dried and I can't wipe it off, so I need an actual makeup removing wipe. That is impressive. Next products I got were the Pixi Extra Eye Bright Liners. I got the extra one and just the regular one. These are really good. You put them in your lower waterline to lighten that area and brighten it. And I've used these all the time. I've been comparing them to my Tarte Fake Awake and they are just as good. And I'm pretty sure these are a little bit cheaper than that. But the extra one's almost pinkish white and the regular Eye Bright is more of like a peach. So they're both really good. I like the extra one just a little bit more because it really packs the punch without looking fake. The next product I fell in love with, you guys know, is the Maybelline Single Shadow. It's their expert wear shadow in Nude Glow. It looks like the L'Oreal Amber Rush kind of a shadow. It's so beautiful, so silky. It kicks up a little bit of powder, but not so much that it's getting everywhere. It's just so pretty. It stays in place. I mean, look at that, even from a distance. I haven't tried anything else in this range. I'm thinking about it now, so if you have any recommendations of great shades, let me know. I also got the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean. I've used this. I haven't used it like all over my lid with the shadow over it yet, but I've used it to kind of smudge on my lower lash line from time to time. It's very black, really quickly smudges, and then it doesn't move all day, and I appreciate that. So if you're looking for a liner, maybe for your lower lash line that you don't want to move, this is actually a good option. It's one that's overlooked because it's not necessarily marketed as an eyeliner, but if you just put a little bit on and get like a foam smudger, or even like you could even use the sponge applicator from like an eyeshadow thing just to smudge it, it will not budge. And so that is awesome. You guys know I like the one in Milk. Used to be really big on YouTube. I still use it and I really love it. That's a white one, and I use it like as an eye primer base because it holds on to shadows really well, and the shadows really pop because it's over more of a white base. Another new favorite was the NYX No Filter Powder. I used this on my face today, not too much because I wanted it to still be glowy. This is beautiful. It's pretty high coverage. It's definitely a powder foundation, but it looks really good on the skin. It doesn't illuminate my dry skin like I kind of figured it would. In a way, it reminds me of the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination Powder Foundation that I love, but it's really expensive. It reminds me of that. It's not quite as, I don't want to say illuminating, but kind of illuminating as that, but it's really nice. Next one, you guys know, if you saw that video, that I hated was the e.l.f. Foundation Serum. And I tried it a couple more times, and I every single time ended up wiping it off my face because it just, like I was wanting it to be more like, the No. 7 Airbrush Away or this Glossier one that I mentioned, where it makes your skin look healthy. It just didn't do that for my skin. Now, I know when I posted this, a lot of you guys said, no, that's my favorite. It looks great on me. So it just must depend on your skin type. But for me, I've got dry skin, and I feel like there are just certain areas of my face that it just collected there and it looked horrible. So maybe if you've got like a perfect face, or maybe even for more mature skin, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Pass. Last product was this Herbal Essence Dry Shampoo. I've used about half of it. It does smell good. I've gotten kind of tired of the scent, to be quite candid, but it's okay. It's just a standard dry shampoo from the drugstore where it soaks up some of it, but it certainly is not the best I've ever tried. So would I repurchase again? Maybe, but probably not. I'd rather use the Batiste ones. I think those do a little bit better. My favorite is the Living Proof dry shampoo, but that one's expensive. So I don't buy that every single time. But it's still good, and if you like the scent, then you'll love it because your hair will smell like this definitely all day long. But it's all right. It's okay. So I think, hopefully, that was everything in that video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Let me know if you like this kind of video by giving this a thumbs up so I know that you want me to do more updates like this. I would love to haul products all the time, and then I only review a couple, you know, when I can. So this is a great way to get a bunch of mini reviews. So let me know if you like this down below in the comments as well. Otherwise, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe to catch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.